You want to sell yourself to get a girlfriend? Are you trying to sell yourself on cold calls? Calling. Or are you trying to sell cars or sell houses and get a commission to support your family and buy food? Well, I'm going to give you the only sales tip and advice that you need. They say don't learn the tricks of the trade, learn the trade itself. And I, for many years, have dealt with online marketplaces, customers, individuals, cold calling, knocking from door-to-door sales, trying to sell a driveway numbering service. And I've learned tons about the psychology of individuals and what gets them to not just listen, but buy. So here's the first thing. You want to get people to listen to what you have to say? Firstly, you have to use non-verbal cues. There are two things if you're a man. Apologies if you're a woman, it might not apply. But if you're a man, you've got to apply these two lessons crucially. Number one, you have to dress flawlessly. You can see how I'm wearing a blazer. That catches your attention. Because you might not listen to what I'm saying, but you look at how I'm dressed. Number one, dress well. You know, when I was young, I didn't have much money. I really didn't. I was genuinely poor. And in order to dress well, what I did was I said to my mom, please can we go to a second-hand shop? Let's go buy second-hand clothes. And we went thrifting. They called it thrifting, buying second-hand cheap clothing. And I bought suits, and I bought pants, and I bought shirts, and I got everything to dress formally. And today that has informed my style. So number one, you've got to dress well. Because there's only so much that your words can take you. Sorry, there's only so far that your words can take you. So you've got to dress well. Number two, you need to have strength. Now when I take off my shirt, you will see I have veins all over. Six-pack abs, big, strong, the boss. But these are two things that you need to do if you want to sell anything to anyone. If you're a man, it's very similar to a woman. People buy on what they see. You know, there's a difference here. Men buy what they see, and women buy what they hear. So if you're dealing with a woman, chat her up, speak. Not like that. If you're a salesman, be professional. But you got to chat. You got to chat and find out her thoughts and feelings, her inhibitions. Why does she want this car? Does she want to, be one of those moms driving that massive fat Range Rover so that she can drive past all the other poor girls and then they will know that she has the most attractive and the best husband? You got to get into her mind. You got to speak with her, chat, because she will buy based on what she hears. This is the best seat. This is the best car, Range Rover. If you're a salesman, tell the lady, this is the best car, leather seats, heating. She'll say, heating, leather seats. Yes, it has leather seats, and it even has rear assist braking. Rear assist braking. Yes. I'll tell you something else for free. It can even assist parking. See, the woman's going to hear. Men buy what they see. They want the Ford Mustang. You can't tell them anything. If you tell them this is a car, it's an 8-litre engine, it has volumetric displacement, and it's red color, carbon, chrome, they don't care. They like the lines, and they want those quad tips. And they like that it has big fat leather seats, and it has 0 to 60 in 3 seconds. You put your foot down and that's how they buy. What they see. They want to test drive a car. A woman can walk into a dealership, sit in a car and say, I want it, and then pay you $4 million for the car, if it's a Rolls Royce. A man won't spend $4 million on a car. He'll spend $10,000 on a car, and he'll test drive it, he'll think, he'll wait for a week, because he wants to see it properly. First little difference in psychology for you. Major difference. You need to become clued up. Women buy what they hear, men buy what they see. Now there's something else that you might be missing, even if you have strength, and even if you dress well as a man. I want to quickly talk about the woman's side, and I'll tell you what you could be missing, what you need to do. But on the woman's side, it's very similar to a man being well dressed in a suit and being strong, because women can be incredibly attractive. I remember 5 years ago I wanted to take a look at a Lexus. I was a young boy, and I found out from some random place that Lexus cars are the safest and they're the best. Meanwhile, I went there and it was a rubbish old car, broken down, smelled like smoked cigarettes. So that was a disaster. But one of the ladies there was highly attractive, beautiful figure, and a beautiful woman as well. She could speak nicely. And so even though I didn't want to buy that car, the fact that she gave me attention made me feel that I wanted to reciprocate and then give back and buy. That's what women do. It isn't just that they're attractive and then people buy because they just are a blonde bombshell or they're beautiful. That's not why people buy. If you're a man and you've ever dealt with a beautiful woman, you'll notice that she's giving you attention and you feel like you are undeserving because maybe you have pimples or you don't train or you aren't a high value individual. And so you feel like she's giving you a gift. She's kind of giving you something and then she's giving you something, so you're indebted, and there's this power balance. The woman has power over you. Whereas with me, she comes to me, I'll say, no, I'm not interested. Can I please have a coffee? Well, I'm not interested, please, I don't want to talk. Because I don't want to even engage with the woman as a salesman, because she will try her best to instill that power dynamic. Because once she has a degree of power over you, as a woman salesman, so if you're a woman, use this trick. Have a degree of power over the men who come to you, who try to buy something, because they will understand that you're giving them attention. And so they will have a chip off their shoulder and want to, show you that they are the man for whatever purpose, and we all know the purpose. Can't say it together. And so that man will buy something from you. So if you're a woman, you're a very lucky person. So let's go back now. If you're a man, even though you can speak well and you dress well, that might not get you the whole way. Okay? Because at the end of the day, there is a little bit of sales. Now, how do you speak well? How do you speak in an engaging manner? I'm going to tell you the secret sauce right here. You want to speak in an engaging manner and get people to listen to what you have to say? First, start by listening to them. There's a famous book called 7 Habits of Highly Effective People, written by a famous author called Stephen Covey. What does he say? One of his fundamental 10 habits of highly effective people, or 7 habits, apologies. Seek first to understand, then to be understood. And I'm going to get to how you can speak well. That will come at the end. But now you need to understand. Let's first understand the needs of the customer. Okay, ma'am, so why do you need a car? I need a car because I need to take my boy to school, and then after he goes play soccer, then he needs to go over with his friend because he wants to go to McDonald's. Da, 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 da. You listen to the story. Okay, I understand. So then clearly you need this 8-litre Range Rover with leather seats and rear view mirrors and parking assist. Clearly you need that one. It's only $4 million. Yes, I think that's the perfect one. I'll buy it. But the point is this, okay? If you haven't picked up anything, you got to get a pen and paper, sit down and write down this information. Because this is the point, okay? This is the point. You got to listen first. Find out what her needs are. Let's say I walk into a dealership and you're selling me a car. You're going to tell me 8-litre engine, Chromecast display, blah, 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 Apple CarPlay, rims, alloy. I don't care. I want you to tell me, listen right here, right now, sir, I know you want to buy the car. Let's get in it right now. 0 to 60 in 3.2 seconds. Let's go as fast as we possibly can. I want you to test drive the car. No speaking, no fluff, no frills. Here are the keys, go. That's what I need as a man. Because I want to sit in that car and feel the power, and that's going to make me buy. But that means first seeking to understand, then to be understood. Don't just walk in and say, I'm going to sell you a car and you need it because of this feature and that feature and blah, 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 and I'm an idiot. That's why you need to buy it from me. Now. No. You walk in and say, hi, sir, how are you doing? May I please make you a coffee? Hi, ma'am, how are you doing? What brings you to the shop today? No, I want to do my car, for the kids. Whatever. But first you need to initiate. You can do it by offering them coffee. You can do it by asking them a question, what brings them to the shop today. You can ask them if they know anyone else who has a car, and they'll tell you maybe a referral story or something that why they sought that. For example, let's say there was a girl at the Range Rover dealership, and she came in and I said, hello, what brings you to the store? She told me everything, blah, blah, blah. She started looking at this one model, right, which was a Land Rover Autobiography. I said, what interests you about the model? She told me that she has a friend, and her friend packs 3 kids in the car. She has a big family. And her friend was able to use this car and travel around comfortably without having to worry about the kids squeezing, and they could bring their soccer kits and their bags and everything. So that's her story, trying to seek first to understand, then to be understood. And next thing, she bought the car. She bought the car. Range Rover or Land Rover Autobiography. Go check it out. It's millions of dollars. So overall, that's how you can sell anything to anybody. And that's the only sales advice that you need. Summary: women buy what they hear, men buy what they see. And first seek to understand, then to be understood. Last point, because I said we were going to get to it at the end. If you're a man and you dress well and you speak well, it's not going to get you everywhere. Sorry, you dress well and you're strong. It's not going to get you to the full end. This is how you can speak well, because you have been wanting this. And I'm going to end on this. How do you speak well? You need to speak in an engaging manner and talk to their needs. When I was busy with my tutor, we were doing some math problems. And in the beginning she was telling me algebra this, and addition and subtraction this, and calculus blah blah blah. I don't care, leave me alone. I need to do business and I must do sales, cold calling, etc. Leave me alone. I couldn't care less about your algebra. Take it and go shove it where the sun doesn't shine. To use that phrase. I don't care. But then she started telling me about business. She said, if you're in a business context and you're trying to sell something to someone, you need to work out what the cost price is. So that's why you need this addition and this calculus, fancy graphs and X, Y, Z. And then I started to listen. Because she was speaking to my interest. So that's why you need to sell if you want to make more money. That's why you need to sell so that you can get that woman to come in and buy your car or sell your homes and get your sales in. You see? So you got to speak to their interests, and that's how you speak well and keep them engaged. It's as simple as that. No tricks of the trade. This is the trade itself. And one last word of warning. If you are going to engage in sales, don't give up. It's going to be hard. You're going to contact 10, 100, even 1,000 people, and maybe only 2 or 3 will respond. But keep on going, because then you find out your rate. Oh, my rate is 1 in 100 products sell. My rate is 1 in every 200 doors that I knock on will buy something from me. Well, then you just do 200, 400, 600, 800, and you scale it. Find other people to knock on doors for you. But you've got to find out your rate and keep on going. Did I leave the SD card in my computer? Thank goodness not. So you get to get the best, most eloquent form of this information. You are so lucky right now that the SD card was not left in my computer, because otherwise you would never get this information and I would never ever film it again. So that's how you can sell anything to anybody. The best sales advice and the only sales advice that you need. Now go out and kill it.